What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since I put a video out. My beard has obviously grown rather thick. I definitely get that trimmed. But yeah, obviously during the time that has passed, I've changed the channel name from Positive Brit Reviews to Musings of Ben. Obviously, I am Ben. Those of you who know me know me as Ben. I changed the name really. I just kind of, I don't know, I didn't want to do reviews solely reviews. One, there'll still be reviews. I mean, in fact, this video right now is going to be a review. I also wanted to do, I guess, just talking about different things, just more things that interest me, things going on, that kind of thing. I didn't want to then make another channel for just that. I wanted to kind of incorporate the two. So there'll be reviews on this channel as per usual. Excuse me. And there'll also be talking, just like general talking on this channel. But yeah, like I said, I didn't want to make it either one or the other. So yeah, that's why I've changed the name. Everything else will stay the same. Obviously, I have changed my look of the channel page. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate those who have stuck with me during the point. I said, work's been busy, life's just been busy, as many of you know. But yeah, that's enough of me waffling on. Let's get on with the review. Today we will be looking at the Nerf Elite 2.0 Volt. This is part of the new Elite 2.0 line. You can tell by the logo there. I think clever in going. We're going to start off quickly. That's not a sticker. That's actually etched into the plastic there. You can just see it. And that the orange behind it is actually the part of the barrel and the plunger tube. You've up the front you've got a single barrel and a laser light. So basically, this is I don't want to say enhancement or upgrade because some of it isn't, but it's a kind of evolution of the original Fire Strike, which is an evolution of the Night Finder, which I don't actually have. But yeah, essentially these two, I mean, you can see it there side by side. You know, the comparison's a bit different. Obviously, you've got ammo storage on the Night Finder. Ammo storage on this one is on the handle. But you know, I mean, I'm not too fussed by that. Obviously, on the Night Finder, you can just take out straight in the barrel, take out straight in the barrel. Here, you've got to take out around the front, put it in, but there isn't much in there to do that. There isn't that much to do that, so I guess that wouldn't be too much of an issue, unless you're really into the whole ammo storage in the front. This one is completely bone stock, as is this. The difference being that, as many of you might know, this has screws. As you can see there, we've got 1, 2, 3, I think probably 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws on this blaster to take it apart. This has no screws. As you can see, there's no screws on here. On that side, there are no screws. On this side, no screws here, no screws there, and nothing on the front. That is because Nerf are now doing clip-together blasters. That's not new for Nerf. They did that with the Alpha Strike series. So they were all clipped together, no screws. I think there might be a couple. Some of the larger ones had screws, but a lot of the smaller ones were just clipped together. They've obviously stuck with that as a cost-saving measure. I mean, obviously, it still feels fine in the hand. I know there's a lot of controversy out there about the new Elite 2.0. They're charging the same amount, but for less. I will say, with the Volt, you are getting, I mean, I got this on second hand, so I'm not sure how many darts came with the Fire Strike. But you're getting 6 darts with the Volt, and they are find my ammo. Bear with me a second. They are of two different varieties. Sorry, I had to reach my Nerf box on the floor. So we have, I guess, what you would class as a normal Nerf dart. Now, obviously, normal Nerf darts are a dark blue. Sorry, what we to are a dark blue with a orange tip. These are, I guess, a light blue, similar to the actual colour of the actual. There, it's a carbon copy of the colour of the blaster. So you get 3 of these, which is, again, that's not a bad amount of ammo. You're also getting 3 of these. Now these are a reverse colour, so the same orange on the top, blue there, orange here. So 6 darts. Now, I think that's really great. I think the blaster itself is over here in the UK. I picked this up from Smith's, and it is, I think, £9.99, so £10. You've got a single, you've got a basically pullback prime, you know, single dart in, pull trigger, you know, blaster. I mean, essentially exactly the same as the Fire Strike. The only difference being that it's part of the Elite 2.0, and this is part of the Elite 1.0, or just Elite blasters. Obviously, true to fashion, at the moment, I suppose all the warnings are on one side, as they are with this, but obviously there's no Fire Strike logo on the side of here. There is paint on both sides of this. Again, lots of controversy regarding paint on both sides. This has the Elite 0.2 logo here and the Nerf logo on the other side. There's no paint on the Nerf logo, and that's just the warnings there. And Volt is on both sides. You can see it etched in there. However, on this side, it is white. Major differences, obviously, they both have flashlights in the front. This one is activated by a, I guess it was like a rev style trigger, but you basically pull that. I would do it with the camera, but I don't want to shine in your eyes, because although it's not a powerful laser, I don't want to do that. So essentially you pull that and it activates, you can just see it there. And it's got little bits on the side, you actually see the laser coming through on the side. This one doesn't have that, it actually has a switch inside the trigger guard, which you have to flick up and turn it on. I don't actually have any batteries in this one at the moment. Essentially the laser, well, I said the laser, it's actually like a red torch. It's not particularly bright. They are the same, and then switch down, turn it off. With the Fire Strike, doing that while your finger sits there, you've got your trigger finger and you've got your index finger there, middle finger rather. You can hold that down whilst you're shooting, so you don't have to lose your aim. With this, can't reach it really with any other finger. I mean, I can't, I've got big fingers. Obviously, kids with smaller fingers may have an easier time. Obviously, it's quite a big blaster. As you can see, it fits in my hand just about. There's obviously a little bit down here that's not fitting. On the Fire Strike, it's a bit of a different story. But again, there is a little bit there. So your pinky kind of sits on. This one, I'm quite sort of choked up on that. I'm just sort of, if I left it down there, it would be, it's about the same on the grip. But yeah, you have to obviously to flick that up with your finger. You really got to like kind of get your finger right in there to do that. It is like you see there, it's kind of that's kind of ribbed there, plastic. That's quite difficult. I've tried to set it on. I've had it about a week now. It is a struggle. So I guess I mean, you know, mark it down. I like the design. On the ammo storage in the front of this one, as I said, on the Fire Strike, the batteries to the light go in the handle. Obviously on here, we have no ammo storage there. You can probably guess. The batteries actually go in the front, so as you can see, that whole bit, that's the whole bottom rail comes off, and the batteries go bottom. It takes 2 AA's, I like. It takes 2 AAA's, exactly the same as the Fire Strike does. That is a whole piece. That's got like a clip in there. You push that down. It does have a little notch in there you can push down to kind of like push that in a bit, and then it's easy to slide. That was quite tough, but I don't have anything to push it in with. Activation, like I said, I guess priming exactly the same. Has to pull back here. The Fire Strike has exactly the same. Again, loading from the front of the Fire Strike. Oh, I upside down. That's stupid. Loading from the front of the Fire Strike, and then pull the fire. Same on the Volt. So once you've primed it, obviously you don't have to probably dart it beforehand. Dart in, pull the trigger to fire. 2.0 blasters do appear to this. I mean, I only have this one, so I won't this to compare against. But looking at videos online, they do appear to be firing slightly harder. I'm not sure if the seals are better on the plunger tubes. Not so much the. I think the flywheels are slightly less, but the springers seem to be slightly more powerful. So if you are getting this for a younger nerfer, be aware of that. I think they're getting just over elite ranges. I think elite range is, I think it's 70. I think it's like 65, 70 feet. Then we get about 75. Between that and 80, it's not quite 80, unless obviously you're changing the spring. And obviously that brings me on to modability. Obviously, you know, these blasters are made by Hasbro, but there is a massive mod community out there, you know, out in the world. You know, over here in the UK, you know, over the States, it's huge. There are many companies offering many different mods and kits and different springs and all sorts of that. Obviously, if you bought a Fire Strike with the plan to mod it, you would remove the screws from this side. I've actually got a modded one. I don't have it here with me. I think it's right at the back of my shed. But essentially, you undo the screws on this side. The shell will come apart. You would remove the plunger tube, take out the spring, and then replace the spring with whatever you wanted to. And then put it. Obviously, you might want to do the catch spring at the same time, which is just here. Put the blast together, and you're gonna have a little handheld pistol, which is firing a lot harder. Difference with the Elite 2.0 line, and obviously again, this is a lot of controversy with the modding community, and you know, whether this is an intent from Hasbro to allow us not to mod it, to stop the modding. I don't think that'll happen, because I know there's already channels out there who have shown people how to get into these blasters. But because it's all clips, you have to basically start on the grip here. I haven't got the tools with me. I am planning to get some, because I would like to see the internals on this. I have been told that the internals are similar to the Fire Strike, except where for certain springs they're using plastic little nubs, not actually using metal springs. Again, cost-saving measure. I guess some disappointment from that. Plastic is obviously more brittle; it will break eventually. You know, they might not last as long. But obviously, you'd have to. I think you basically start by snapping off this black plastic grip part. Then you have to pop some clips on the inside of the handle, and then basically all the way around the shell, you have to pop clips off using a spudger or like a trim tool piece. Captain Xavier is a fantastic modder and a fantastic YouTuber and nerfer. He has a whole video breaking this down completely into its base parts. The one thing they have done, again from Captain Xavier's video, is you break apart. As you break it apart, they become very easy to paint, because there's no screws to worry about. But also, all the insides come out, and you're left with the grip comes off completely. You're left with this blue part of the shell, which you can easily mask off the parts and spray it. I've done very similar to a Fire Strike. Sprayed that before. I've done many others as well, different colours. But you can do that, and obviously with these ones, it is easier to do. I have no plans to mod this one. Well, actually, I want to see the inside, see what spring you could get in it. I quite like the design personally. You know, I'm a huge Nerf fan, have been for many years, and will be for many years to come. But like I said, I know there's a lot of I guess hate out there for Hasbro at the moment, and I don't agree with some of the methods they're using to go about producing these new blasters. They are giving you more darts for your money, which is nice. We have just seen a new hammer shot, the hammer shot caution. Hammer shot being one of my favourite, like my personal favourite blasters, is the hammer shot from the Zombie Strike line, and another one of them. You know, bring it on. I'd love to see that. The 2.0 line, I guess, is personal choice. I guess as is a lot of things. You know, if you buy it just to plink about the garden with, or you know, go with your mates, 10 quid's not too bad. For 6 darts and a blaster like this, you know, 2 AAAs, you've got a little laser in the front. For accuracy, I'm not sure how much it's going to help you. They are just standard elite darts, so you're not getting anything special with that, any waffle tips or anything like that, even though I don't think we get the elite, the Adventure Force waffle tips over here in the UK. But yeah, like I said, I mean, it's, you know, again, it's personal choice. I got this second hand quite a long time ago. I love the grip of the fire. The grip's fantastic on the Fire Strike. It's not bad at all on the Volt. You know, side by side, you can see there they look pretty much the same. I mean, to be fair, the Volt is, you know, the Volt is a bit longer. You know, side by side. You know, it is a bigger blaster. I like the beefiness of it. It's quite a good blaster. I quite like the accents on the front here with the kind of like, it's like heating element there. You know, I like it a lot. One thing I will say is on the attachment, obviously you've only got one tack rail on here. You have got a top tack rail and a bottom one. However, this one is full, nearly all the way along the blaster. This one here is short. That is short. I'm not entirely sure what you'd put on here. I guess you could do some ammo storage. You're not really going to put a foregrip and a choker like this on it, because then you're going to have to prime back here anyway. The top can be used for a scope, obviously. They have changed the mechanism. That's what I was going to point out. They have changed the mechanism. This is a separate piece of plastic that's sprung as you slide a Nerf attachment on there. This indent pops down and locks into place. On the new ones, it's moulded into the whole thing. There's no spring in there at all. It's a separate piece of plastic. You better see that there. Sort of focus. Yeah. See it there, and it is the same story on the top. But yeah, like I said, I mean, you know, for a little plinky toy on the garden with your mates, you know, it's a fantastic bit of kit. Nothing to worry about at all. If you want to mod it, you may want to consider looking for a Fire Strike. Like I said, I picked mine up second hand a long time ago with a big bunch of Nerf things. You know, they're easy moddable. There's springs out there for them. I'm not sure what potential the 8.2 line has. I know, again, with the modders out there, there's a lot of distrust for Hasbro now. You know, it would be great to go back to having screws again on blasters. Clips and solvent welds don't help anyone. You know, apart from, you know, if this breaks, you can't really repair it without ripping it apart. If this breaks, you can easily unscrew it, replace the part, and keep playing with it. So it gives you a lot more longevity with an old design. Obviously with this, you can't, unless you've got the right tools, you've got to break it apart completely. That might be a pain in the arse. You may not have lots of skills to do it. Yeah, if it broke on me, I wouldn't exactly know what to replace. If it's a plastic tab, chances are you're not going to replace that at all. But yeah, I'll leave it there. You know, because I guess I'll leave it. Final thoughts. You know, I like the shell a lot. I think it looks really nice. You know, it feels nice in hand. It looks I think it looks quite sci-fi. I've always been a big fan of pistols anyway. You know, I love the Fire Strike. The Volt is essentially an Elite 2.0 Fire Strike with some questionable choices on its construction and choice of ammo. However, you are getting 6 darts for £10. That's not too bad. I think, as far as I know, the Elite 2.0 line is doing. They're doing double darts with, well, not double darts, but they're doing more darts than you need with a lot of their blasters. Again, I only have this one, and I've only seen the Commander at Smith's. I haven't seen any of the others yet. But yeah, like I said, let me know in the comments below if you like this. You know, if you're into the 2.0 line, if you hate Hasbro for changing the clips and the springs and everything else, and the fact that some of these are solvent welded. This is not solvent welded. The larger ones are solvent welded, which means if you want to crack into them, you are going to have to break that solvent weld. Yeah, let me know in the comments how you feel about it. If you've liked the content I'm putting out, consider liking the video and subscribe. Again, it helps the channel. I'm hoping to get more content out soon. I've got a couple of videos on the pipeline. Yeah, this has been quite a long one for me, so I'll quit rambling now. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much. Bye for now.